Hello, beloved, and welcome to your reading. So in this timeless reading, we're going to be asking the divine to give you the messages that you need to hear right now. As I always tell you that these readings are generalized. So to take what's resonating with you and to leave what's not resonating, because that message is going to resonate with someone else who's watching this reading, okay? As I'm getting your cards, I always want to remind you that it is important to allow your intuition to be available as I'm doing these readings for you. Because when you allow your intuition to be available, this becomes like a personal reading, okay? Because your intuition will be able to elaborate the messages that I hear. We're going to be grabbing our oracle cards, and the oracle cards that we're getting today, that we're using today rather, is the divine illumination. And yes, we want the divine to illuminate us, to shine some light and to give us the messages that we need. I always remind you that it is important to have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and also your ascendant sign, because you get a whole complete picture of the story that is currently unfolding. And if for whatever reason you don't know where your planetary placement is, I have linked in the description box below a website you can go to, and you can input your birth details, and the website will calculate for you where your planetary placement is, and then you can come back and watch the relevant videos that are here for you. These oracle cards are on my website, and that is in the description box below. I'd gone blank there for a moment. I don't know why. All right. So I like this because we are here breaking some generational cycles. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay. We have our oracle card, which is showing us that there has just been some generational patterns that you are going to be breaking, and I am proud of you. There's some generational curses. There is scarcity. There is just been a lot that has been brushed under the carpet that the family doesn't like to talk about, that whatever. And it ends with you. So the divine is saying, break those generational cycles. It is time to speak your truth as well. So for some of you, you're going to be speaking to your parents, to your sisters, to your siblings, something that just happens. And there just could be a moment where someone is triggered, you are triggered, and now it is time to speak your truth, revealing some secrets, talking about some family secrets that no one ever wants to address. And in speaking your truth, it allows those generational cycles to be broken, to just have an ending. Because the more no one wants to talk about that, the more these generational curses and cycles will keep on coming and haunting the future generation. And this is why the divine is saying that you are the chosen one. It is your responsibility. You are the one with the power to end whatever needs to be ended. And that starts with you speaking your truth. And the divine is saying that, listen, as you're speaking your truth, I feel that there's just going to be a lot of emotions that are going to be released. As you're speaking your truth, there's going to be a lot of triggering, especially if it is around family matters, because there is an energy where I can feel that there's a lot of enabling behaviors, because some members of the families are never checked on their behaviors. Some members of the family have done some shady stuff that everyone is just pretending like they cannot see that pink elephant in the room. And whatever is happening, either this is coming through something being triggered within you or someone else within the family being triggered, and everyone is starting to speak the truth. And there is that moment of cleansing, of crying. And the divine is saying that, you know what, it is okay to cry it out. Because what you need to understand is that your tears allows your soul to be cleansed. Your tears allows that moment of authenticity and vulnerability to be present. And in that moment of authenticity and vulnerability, this is when you can just release a lot that you have been holding on to, a lot that you have not spoken about, So whatever is happening, there is a lot that is going on, okay? This energy that is here, the divine is saying that, yes, I understand that these are heavy energies, but we cannot keep on ignoring these heavy energies, because you need to understand that whatever it is that we don't work through, it becomes part of us. It becomes those diseases, it becomes that backache, it becomes that unexplainable rush that is on your arm. It becomes something in the physical. And so this is why the divine is saying, by speaking your truth, even if no one likes it, you allow yourself to step in the energy of just crying, releasing, letting go, and bringing that energy of healing, bringing that energy of putting an end to whatever it is that was never spoken about. And I know that this might not be the reading for everyone, but for those people whose this reading is for, the divine is very intentional in the message that is here, because it is time to break these generational curses that have haunted your family for quite some time. There are repeating behaviors, generation after generation after generation, and it is time to end that, so your children, the future generations, don't have to keep dealing with the same toxic and heavy energies. It ends with you, because you are the chosen one. This is why you are the black sheep of the family, because you are the one who is willing to say what everyone else doesn't want to say. You are the one who is willing to step into that firing line. The divine has given you the power of speech, the power of protection, the power and the strength within you to confront whatever it is that needs to be confronted. And if it is you, then going into therapy, into counseling, into speaking whatever it is that is within your body that you've held on for quite some time, so that you can give all those emotions a chance to be felt, to be set with, and then to be released so that you can be free. This is an energy where the divine is saying that I want you to break free from all these heavy energies that have been here. This cannot carry on for many more generations to come after you. But like I always tell you, it is your choice. You don't have to do anything. It is your human experience. If you decide that, you know what, I'm good, I don't want to do that, then so be it, okay? There is an energy from our major arcana card. We've got two major arcana cards. And the major arcana card, the first one is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is is the guru, okay? The Hierophant is the priest. So you might be talking some truths about some priests, some preachers. You know, there is just a feeling that is here that I just needed to say that. Besides that, the Hierophant is that energy where you go and speak to someone, where you go and even ask for a blessing within your home. If you are religious, the Hierophant is that energy. It's quite an interesting energy, because when we're looking at the Hierophant, it is the number 5. And we all know that when we're talking about the number 5, it is the energy that deals with chaos. It is the energy that deals with like a lot of stress, destruction. Like there is some truth that is going to bring a lot of stress, a lot of chaos within the family, but it is necessary, because from that brokenness, the family that is left will be stronger, will be healed, and you can start building a solid foundation on trust, on respect, and mutual understanding. Okay, so there is that energy that is here from the Hierophant, where it's just bringing that energy of that chaotic type of energy. But again, this chaotic energy is something that you can build on, because we know that the number 5 breaks down what the number 4 created, and the number 4 usually represents your home. So the number 4 is like that pretending that within your home everything was good, and then the number 5 card comes along and it breaks everything down, because it is necessary, because we were just pretending. And in that breaking down, we can build from the number 6. We can build back stronger. We can build something that is more solid for the greater good of everyone that is involved within your family. Okay. And I know that this reading, like I said, is not for everyone, but if you're still watching, you are here watching for a reason, and the divine specifically designed this message for you. I was laughing in one of my other videos because I was like, I just wish I was just the tarot reader who can just like paint rainbows and butterfly. You're gonna meet your soulmate and you're gonna live happily ever after. I just wish I was that. I'm just like, divine, why do I have to be the one who's talking about all these heavy, dense things, doing the shadow work and all that stuff? But I guess it is necessary if I'm helping someone out there to break these generational curses so that your future generations can flourish, can thrive, instead of always being stuck in that curse of always being in survival mode. The divine is giving you an opportunity to completely change things up, okay? So whatever is happening, this is the reason why the divine is giving you that opportunity to change things up, because we have a major arcana card of the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is telling you that there is changes that are on the cards. The winds of changes are here. But the thing is, the divine is walking with you as you are bravely going forward to confront anything that you need to confront based on those generational cycles that needs to be broken. So whatever is happening, I feel that you're going to go and do a good job, because there is that energy where you have to do this. There is almost like you cannot run away from this. But like I said, it is your human experience. You can decide to run away from this truth that needs to be spoken, but it is something that is always going to be weighing heavy on your heart. So it is a burden that you have an opportunity and a chance to release, to let go, so that you can thrive, so that the blessings that are owed to your family can start flowing in. We cannot keep on addressing the elephant in the room. We cannot keep on putting our heads in the sands and not facing the truth for what it is. So there is an energy that I really like, which sees you as the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is that energy now. You've embraced the changes that were here. You've spoken your truth. You've done everything that you needed to do. And now there's an energy where you feel that your status has been lifted up, upgraded, elevated, okay? You went from just dealing with generational curses, dealing with scarcity, dealing with surviving all the time. And now as the queen, you are thriving. You are in a good space. You are in that energy where you are just like, man, this is a dawn of a new era. You can see the sunrise behind you. You are really in a good place. And this is where the divine wants you to be, in a good place, sitting pretty with your guides and your ancestors and your familiar that is there guiding you along the way. So this is the reading that I have for you. For those of you who this reading was for, I'm thanking you for sticking this reading out all the way to the end, because I know that it was long, but I really wanted to lovingly give this message to you, because it is not always easy to deliver these messages sometime, okay? So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye from me. Bye.